Hey guys, so today I am going to do a little bit of a get ready with me. Excuse me, I still have a bit of a cold. But this is going to be for like a beach type of look. It's a real summer simple makeup. I'm going to the beach with my girlfriend tomorrow, and so I thought I would film a beachy kind of makeup and what I wear to the beach today. And the other thing, or the other reason why I'm doing this as well, is because it is like 25 degrees Celsius outside today. So I'm going to my parents' house in a little bit, probably after lunch, and I am going to be tanning. So I thought that it would just be a good opportunity to show you kind of like summertime makeup, what I wear to the beach to tan, minimal, that kind of thing. So one of the things that's really good to wear to the beach is some sort of SPF. Sunscreen, just to protect your skin, because you don't want to get a burn on your skin. You don't want to get a lot of sun on your skin. So one of my favorites is by The Balm, and it's called the Balm Shelter Tinted Moisturizer, and it's SPF 18, and you get 2.15 fluid ounces. So that's what I have on my face right now. And yeah, as you can see, like, it gives pretty good coverage. Sometimes I will, depending, like if I was just going to my parents' house, that's all I would wear, but if I'm going to the beach, I just want a little bit extra. Not that I need extra coverage or anything, but just another layer, because at the beach, like, you can't really go anywhere for shelter. Like, you can, but like, you're primarily in the sun like all day. Where at my parents' house, I can go in for a bit, I can sit in the shade, but at the beach there isn't any. So one of my favorites is the Physicians Formula Super CC Cream, and this is in light, and you get 1.2 fluid ounces. So this one is really nice. And then the other one that I love that I had in my previous tutorial is the L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream, and this is in medium. So either one of these are amazing. They're both like my favorites. So I'm just going to use the CC Cream today because I used the L'Oreal one in my last tutorial. So as you can see, it's got a decent amount of coverage to it. It's a little bit lighter. I probably could have gone with the medium, but once you blend it in, it works. And the reason I got light is because it's actually not that light, or it didn't look that light in the packaging, but I think that next time I will go with the medium because I underestimated or overestimated the color, I guess. So, and that just gives you another layer of protection, because I hate putting actual sunscreen on my face because it's just sticky and ugh, I just don't like, my cold, I'm so sorry, I just don't like the feeling. So that's pretty much all I do for that. I do still wear concealer, primarily because it just protects the under eye area as well. It's just like a barrier. So I'm just going to use my MAC Pro Longwear and just plop that under the eyes. And you could do a little bit in the center of the face if you choose to. And I just take my little e.l.f. small stipple brush and just stipple that in. And it's just going to make you look a little bit more awake, and it is going to provide some protection because you have something over top of your under eye area. Lightly, and I stress this, lightly set the center of my face just to control oil. And I do actually bring this with me. This is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder, and this is in light. And I just use this to touch up throughout the day because obviously at the beach you're going to get very oily. So I just put like a little bit on, center of my face, you're done. So I do like to add a little bit of bronzer when I go to the beach, and the one that I like to use is actually a cream bronzer. So this is the Sonia Kashuk bronzer, and this is in number 41 Warm Tan. And what's great about this product is that it's cream based, so it's going to be water resistant and it's going to stay on a lot longer than a powder. So I just take a synthetic makeup brush. This is the Sigma round kabuki brush, and I just kind of buff that into like my temples, the forehead. And this is a really nice color. As you can see, it's quite natural looking. Like, it's not like, oh, there's a hair. Oh, that was attached to my head. It's quite natural looking. It's not like crazy dark or like orangey or anything, and it's very, very natural. And it's very lightweight on the skin too. Like, it doesn't really feel like you're really wearing anything. Like, it's really light. It's not like greasy or oily or anything like that. You just want to make sure that with cream products that you really blend. And you kind of have to work a little bit faster with this kind of product just because, well, it's a cream, so you want to work a little faster. Just put a little bit on the sides of my nose. And again on the cheeks and jawline. A little on the ears as well. So that's pretty much literally like all I do for my face. The next thing I like to do just to give my skin a little bit of a glow is take this liquid highlighter. Any liquid highlighter will do, but I prefer the Benefit High Beam. And just for a little bit of a glow, I just put some tops of my cheeks, on my lips, and like kind of like that. And you could totally rock this at the beach. Like, you could just leave it like this because who cares what people think? And yeah, this is a good look, right? So I'm just going to buff that in, and it just gives your skin like that beautiful kind of Victoria's Secret glow. And because it's a cream product, again, it's going to stay on. Put some in the center of my eyes too. It's going to stay on and like not go anywhere at all. Another important step that I kind of forgot to stress is eyebrows. So many girls don't fill in their eyebrows, and it's like, it drives me nuts. If there's one thing that you should do, it is fill in your brows. So I lost a little bit of my brow because of putting on the CC cream and stuff, so I'm just going to fill them in a little bit. It makes, honestly, a world of a difference. If you don't do it, you need to. Like, just suck it up, fill them in, and trust me, like a week, you'll look back and be like, oh my god, how did I never fill in my eyebrows? I don't usually wear blush to the beach, but for the sake of this video, if you want to wear a little bit of a blush, I have this little Rimmel Stay Blush, and it's a liquid cheek tint, and it's in the shade Peach Flush. And it's kind of like a mousse-like texture, as you will see in a minute. And I just take a very little bit, so it's like just a moussey kind of texture. And I just kind of rub it on my fingers, and then just kind of put some on my cheeks like that, and then take my little brush, any kind of synthetic key brush, or just, I don't know, any brush will kind of do, and just blend that in a little bit. So it's a very natural looking little bit of color. As you can see, it's very, very subtle. You can even add like just a little bit more kind of like up here. And because, like I said, because it's cream, it does look more natural and it's going to last. So just gives you a little pop of color. I think they had a couple shades of this. They didn't have too many, but I liked the peach one. So it's a really, really great product for summer. And yeah, so it just gives you a little bit of a flush on your cheeks. So the next thing that I do will be eyeshadow, and I do still wear a little bit of eyeshadow. What I typically do is take some sort of cream base. Now the thing that I like to use a lot, if I can find it, are these Tarte, they're like the Tarte, I have a full size one, Tarte Smolder Eyes, and they're a little bit expensive, but I got them in a holiday kit, so it wasn't that bad. And this one is in bronze, so it's any kind of like bronzy, like the NYX Jumbo pencils would be perfect, or any kind of like painty paint pot type thing, like the e.l.f. Smudge pots are really good as well. So actually I have the e.l.f. Smudge pot, and I might use that just for the sake of showing you guys a more affordable alternative. So I'll keep the Tarte one, but this is the e.l.f. Smudge Pot in Back to Basics, and it's just a pretty like shimmery gold color, and this was like $1.25. So I'm just going to put that with my finger all over the lid, and I'm going to smudge it right underneath my eye as well. My lower lash line, I should say. And this, for the price, it actually stays on pretty good. You can get this on eyeslipsface.com. So it's up to you if you want to put something over top, but I like to add something over top just because a powder over a liquid or a cream is going to make your makeup last even longer. So I'm just taking this L'Oreal Infallible shadow, and this is in the color Bronze Divine, and I'm just taking a little fluffy blendy brush. This is by Sigma, and I'm literally just putting that over top and underneath as well. Same thing on the other eye, just blend it. So next I just like to add some liner to the top lash line, so I'm using the L'Oreal, the Black Buster Liquid Felt Tip Pen, and I just do kind of a thinnish line right the way along my lash line. Like so, same thing on the other eye. So an optional step is to take, like I'm going to go back into that Tarte Smolder Eyes eyeliner. You can take any kind of bronzy eyeliner, brown, whatever, and I just like to run that on the lower lash line just for a little bit more of that bronze kind of look. So just run that along, and it just makes your eyes like boom, like really stand out. So if you have blue or green eyes, any kind of liner like this color, and I'll do a swatch, anything that color will look amazing. So now for mascara, you want to use something that is waterproof, obviously. So I'm going to be using my Maybelline The Colossal Volume Express mascara, and just apply a few coats of that. So the next thing you want to do is make sure you set everything, because the sweat and stuff, it's probably going to not last as long had you not been in the sun and sweating and all that stuff. So I'm going to add my NYX Matte Finishing Spray, and that's just going to lock in the makeup. Woo. And last but not least, you can add a lip gloss. Now there's two lip glosses that I typically go for, just kind of depending on my mood. One is the pink, and I like to just add a little bit of pink because I don't have a lot of color going on right now, so I like to add a pink just to kind of like liven me up a little bit. But the other thing you can do is use a nude, like a nudie kind of peach gloss, but I think today I just want a little bit more color, so I'm going to add this Buxom Gloss in Tanya. This is my favorite lip gloss, like, of all time. It's amazing, so if you guys haven't tried it, you definitely need to. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on. And it just adds a little bit of color and makes you look more alive. And then the finger test. And that just makes sure that it gets any of the gloss like on your finger, and then it doesn't transfer onto your teeth. Okay, so that is my finished beach, sweat-proof, heat-proof, sun-proof, waterproof makeup look. If you actually want it to be like super waterproof, then you can use waterproof products. Like I'm pretty sure Tarte makes a waterproof bronzer, and there's like waterproof blushes and eyeshadows and stuff like this. I should mention that the Tarte eyeliner, the Tarte eyeliners are waterproof, and typically if you use a cream product, it's going to be fairly waterproof, like it's not really going to go anywhere. But if you want to ensure that it really stays on, then you can actually get waterproof products. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!